So I had a really bad episode at work last night and I say episodes, I guess, because I'm not really sure exactly what's happening to me. It could very well boil down to simply just a panic attack, but it's only when I'm at work, like in specific situations, that it happens. When I'm home chilling, like, and not really exerting myself, it doesn't seem to happen as often. So my blood sugar doesn't seem to be getting low enough for it to be like a concern, but like then I thought it might be B1 deficiency because the internet, when I looked it up, was displaying all the same symptoms that I have. So I took a vitamin B1, the 500 milligrams, one that I had from years ago over there in my nightstand, because I read and I had all the symptoms. So I was like, okay, I better pop this. And before going to work the next night, I took a 500 milligram. So essentially I took a 500 milligram then Wednesday night, and then yesterday afternoon before I went to work, I took another one. So in less than 24 hours, I had 1,000 milligrams of B1, which was probably really, really stupid considering my body. You just forget. Like, I heard one of those doctors say that like your body's really sensitive to stuff. Don't be like taking a whole bunch of different crazy vitamins, and if you do, like, introduce them slowly. But you know me, I'm like, oh, give me that 500 milligram. And then on top of it, I took a B complex, which has 100 milligrams of thiamine in it as well. Not the smartest move. So I had a really, really bad episode, and I panicked at work, and I had to give up 3 of my 2 tops. I was able to keep the big table. I had an 8 top, and I was just barely able to take it. It was bad. Like, it was really embarrassing. Memo had to close for me, which was fine. He ended up making really good money that I needed to make, but oh well. It was really sad not to be able to do my job, because I actually, on the days that I'm not, like, I don't know, grumpy, I like my job. I just want this to be over. And there's no end in sight right now. I'm not even halfway there yet. And listening to other people's stories, it just breaks my heart how we're literally living in a world where the solution to any kind of mental health problem, no doctor asks, what's your diet like? How much do you exercise? You know, what's your lifestyle like? That kind of thing. Or even like check your vitamin levels. Anything. I've gone to dermatologists with acne, and this has happened multiple times as a teen, and ended up at one point getting prescribed Accutane, when never once did the doctor ask me what I ate, what my lifestyle was like. None of that. Because I guarantee a lot of it could have been fixed. I ate nothing but junk food and drank sodas every single day. Like, I'm sure that it could have been improved, if not completely cured, very, very vastly improved with just diet change. But no dermatologist ever asked me that question. Why would they? Because then you might be able to fix it and it wouldn't cost them, you know, they wouldn't get money off of you. So we have these psychiatric drugs, and when someone is having health issues, especially people with like anxiety, depression, like, you know, mental disorders, like, they can be a lot. We can be a lot, like, because when you're like, you know, you're emotionally spiraling, like, it can be difficult to deal with a person like that. And it's like instead of dealing with those people and being like, okay, before, if you're not a danger to yourself or someone else, before we put you on a medication, we're going to scan your body and we're going to check all your vitamin levels, and we're going to really dig deep here to see if there's not something physical that is causing these mental symptoms. They don't do that. Again, why not? Because they won't continue to make money off a cured, healthy patient. So here we are in the world with psych drugs. Drugs. They're drugs. That's, they're called drugs for a reason. Just because they're prescribed by a doctor in a white coat doesn't mean they aren't drugs. No different from, in my opinion, some of the stuff we get from our doctors. It ain't no different if I got it from him or some guy behind, in an alley somewhere. What's the difference? Not to mention these drugs, they're like rewiring your whole nervous system. They're rewiring everything about it. Another frustrating part about it is, like, it affects your ability to, like, think sometimes. And so, like, sometimes, like, I have so much to say and I have so much anger. And then when I go to form my words, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it doesn't come out right. And that's basically what happened at work the other night. Like, I was unable to keep up with all those tables. I would not have been able to do it. I had to give the tables up. It was awful. Like, I'm one that likes to be like, yeah, I got this. Like, I can take all these tables. It was awful. So I basically, like, stopped being able to, like, really speak. I was having a hard time thinking. Like, my mind would just go completely blank. Like, it felt like my brain just went dun-dun-dun-dun and, like, logged off. It was like, no, sayonara, see you later, I'm logging off. Like, and felt floaty and, like, just weird. Like, I could feel my brain in my head or something. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. And then, like, when I would write down orders, like, my handwriting was all scribbly, which normally I have really nice handwriting. I looked like I had freaking Parkinson's disease. No offense if you have that. That's just kind of what it looked like because my hands were so shaky. So yeah, this drug is putting so many people through literal torture. There's really no better way to describe it. I'm listening to a guy right now talk about his experience, and he said his stomach burned so bad that he felt like somebody took a flame torch to the inside of his intestines. Tell me what street drug even does that. I mean, I know that the detox from street drugs is obviously hell. Detox from anything is hell. But what street drug? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of ignorance here. Forgive me if so. But from what I'm hearing so far lately is that, when they detox somebody off a street drug, it's one thing. But when they have to try to detox somebody from psychiatric drugs, it's a whole nother animal. And there was an episode of Intervention I watched one time, I remember, and the person in this particular episode was abusing prescription pills. Like, I don't remember if they were prescribed them or not. I think so. I think he was on some stuff, like, prescribed, but, and because of that, they were like, this is a special case. Like, we need to take this one differently because these are, anyway, I can't. I don't know how I'm ever gonna let this die because I don't even know how much more crap I'm gonna have to walk through just to get off these. And I don't know, that's another sad thought, is like, how much more damage is it causing, like, as I continue to take them, because I have no other choice. Like, I've read stories of people trying to come off of Effexor. One girl said she took out one bead like every couple of weeks. One bead, because that's all you can handle. I mean, the withdrawal from the antipsychotic meds and from the antidepressants. If you think lobotomies stopped You're wrong. They don't physically lobotomize people anymore. They chemically do it with these pills because it literally makes the person crazy. It's awful. It's torture. It's a crime against humanity. I don't think I can rest until at least I have done something to contribute. Like, this is one of those situations where, like, you just can't go up against, you know, a pharmaceutical company. Like, they're just too powerful. Like, it literally doesn't matter how many people, but, like, something's got to give eventually. And I really hope that it does, because this is just insane. I hope the right person gets on it and gets the right lawyer and all that. We just need the right circumstance, and then they could start a class action lawsuit. I mean, there shouldn't be any reason why hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people shouldn't be writing in their stories, because it's like, whew, there needs to be whole centers just for benzo and psychiatric med detox. Like, there needs to be like the street drug center and like the psychiatric drug center, because they're two totally, they're different. Benzos can take years to come off of. Like, you need special care with that. And if you're getting care from people who believe in these medications, they're just going to keep pumping you full of more medications, which might make you even more crazy. I mean, look what they did to Britney Spears. I mean, what else can I say? If you're one of those people that can't see it by now, maybe you or a loved one will end up taking, unbeknownst to yourself, a medication that will end up either, you know, debilitating you for years on end, or even killing you. Because there's people who, I think the statistic was 90 to 100,000 people die every year of a prescription medication that they were taking as prescribed. Yep. America.